The Passage has been here since 1980, but actually there's been work in terms of working with those who are vulnerable in society since 1863. This building has been used for a variety of different services for works with the poor, and in 1980 it was decided to look at actually providing services for those who were sleeping rough on the streets. And it was essentially just bringing people in from the cold and providing some warmth, some comfort and some food and drink for them.
On a day-to-day basis, our team kind of runs the floor, and we get up to sort of 200 clients a day. We open early in the morning for breakfast, and a lot of the clients that come in are regulars, but on a daily basis we get new people that have never been here before, and it's at that point that we would make sure they're assessed, and that's when we can find out a little bit about them, and really everything starts from there. We've got a health team here, we have a housing team here, we've got benefits workers, so when we find out their needs, we can find out what we can actually do for them.
I've been using the service for about 18 months now. I first started because I was homeless, living on the streets, and someone told me about this place. So I came along and I started using the services that they have here, which is things like, they can provide things like health care for you, as in doctors, nurses, they can provide food and hot drinks. Also, there's also people to talk to help you to move on from living on the street, which I did in a doorway, actually to now I actually live in a shared flat. So you will progress if you want to progress.
So I heard about the Passage from some religious organization, and then I tried it out, and when I came in here, I met his staff. He was so kind to me, so nice. He listened to me. It shocked me. It might seem like it's nothing, but for me, coming from where I was coming from, I'd lost everything. My family, everybody that could help me, I lost them because of this problem. And here was somebody listening to me. He was very patient.
Well, about 4 years ago, so separation from a girlfriend and so forth. I didn't know how to handle it and so forth. Lost my home as well. It's a long story, but the main thing is I wound up on the streets of London, and I asked around, places to go to, hostels. There weren't any places. But because I was broke and so forth, I heard about the Passage, and I came here, and I started all from there, really. What happened is I was given a place here where I could come and shave, breakfast, lunch, that type of thing. And then, of course, there were staff here, but, we didn't look down on you, whether you're black, white, Asian, whatever religion. They treated everybody with fairness over here. And then, of course, I told them my problems and so forth, and they took us stage one from there.
But we strive to treat everybody that we see as an individual. So people can become homeless for a variety of different reasons. The thing that really strikes me is it's frighteningly easy to become homeless. Any one of us is only a couple of steps away from homelessness, so you can lose your job, you could lose your health, you could find that you have family breakdown, and before you know it you can spiral into homelessness.
For the last year or so, we've been running a client volunteering scheme here. So this gives clients the opportunity to get involved in the service. Perhaps if they haven't been in employment for a while, it kind of puts a bit of structure back into their lives, gives them a bit of confidence in sort of an employability role. It also really benefits the day centre, because when someone comes in, if they're able to talk to someone who actually has had the experience of being homeless, it's a real plus to our service, and I think it puts us more in touch with what clients need and what they're going through.
I have a job, though it's volunteer. I also fulfilling the academic aspect to an extent, because the ET&E department, they've invited me to come over to join so they could train me. And because I'm going back to the uni to do a master's in IT and computing, so this is a kind of preparatory ground for me. So it's really helped. I'm not losing anything, I'm gaining. And also, my experience has really humbled me.
I actually started off as a volunteer, coming here 2 days a week, working downstairs and working in the kitchen. And one of the staff here, somebody who works in this department, asked me to volunteer up here. So my role entails working very closely with clients on a one-to-one basis, doing all the small steps necessary to get them back into work. This involves helping them write a CV, help them literally look at websites that they can register with to get on and start job searching via the internet, and we have lots of computers here that they can do that on a daily basis.
I've moved on to here, onto this, into this ETE, which is Education, Training and Employment, which is funded by charities and other people to help us to use these things. Here we can use things like CVs, CV builders, cover letters. Also you can access to go straight on to the government websites. So then you can get straight on to what jobs are for today. Rather than job sites and other places you can go to, the job centre especially, they have like this week's jobs or today's jobs, which can be up to a week, 10 days too old. And as there's no jobs at the moment, it's very hard to do. And I myself have gained qualifications from here in health and safety and various other different qualifications, but I want to now go on to college again because of the job situation.
So values are really important to the Passage. We have a mission to provide resources which encourage, inspire, but also challenge homeless people to transform their lives. And that's really important to us because we strive to treat every person as an individual and with the respect that they would deserve. And when you're working with over 200 people a day, that can be quite challenging, can be quite complex. So our values are key to make sure that everybody's treated with the respect that they need. The inspiring and the encouraging are important, but the challenging is really important as well. So we're not into sustaining people to stay on the street. So you'll see behind me there's charges for our food. We try to ensure that as soon as somebody takes their first step into the Passage, it's their first step out of homelessness. And we want to get them to a stage where they feel that they can contribute, where they can learn to budget. And if I had to sum it up, it's about ensuring that people are able to take control of their lives so that they never ever have to use services like the Passage again.
For one more forgotten hero and a world that doesn't care. So how can you tell me you're lonely and say for you that the sun don't shine? Let me take you by the hand and lead you through the streets of London, show you something to make you change your mind.